Hi, welcome back to Wrenching the Race. I'm Jay. John's working. Mark's not working, but he's not here yet. Supposedly he's gonna show up. When I see that, I'll believe it. I'll even film him driving down the driveway. We leave for Thompson in 8 days. So a few things to do. I still have to look at the trailer to find out why the rear tires are bouncing, sort some spares out. And today on the car, I'm gonna change the oil, change the filter, and before I do that, I'm gonna do a liquid moly engine flush as per their instructions with this oil that I'm gonna put in for this race, which is different than what we've been using. And then just basic tidying up the car. That's it, stay tuned. Okay, so I should have moved the car onto the lift. That would have made this whole process much easier. But there's a bunch of stuff in the driveway. So I basically ran the car outside of the garage with the engine flush stuff. And I put it up onto ramps so that I can get under there a little easier. I'm gonna be putting in liquid moly, high-tech 5W40 motor oil, and then I'm also going to put in some of this MOS2 anti-friction treatment, and of course a new filter. Very exciting oil change ahead. Not much else going on, but here's a look at the products. I gave Liquid Moly a call, actually sent them an email describing what the car is, what it does, and what kind of racing we do, and this is the oil they recommended for us. They also said to use this with the oil changes, which is a little anti-friction, anything to stop friction on the old motor. And they said do not use the Ceratec with the MOS2. The Ceratec needs a bunch of mileage to become effective. So if we're changing the oil after every race, it doesn't really do us any good, it's just throwing money out. Well, I'll let this finish dropping and then go ahead and put a new copper washer on the plug, screw, and then fill it up. We get about an extra quart of oil now with this 15-row oil cooler in the car. So once I finish doing the oil, I'm gonna go ahead and tidy up the wiring, clean the car out, sort of get it ready so that all we have to do on Thursday when we come back is put it up on the trailer and take off. Still lots of organizing to do as usual. Hopefully Mark gets up here soon because he's good at organizing. All right, so I've got about 4 quarts of oil in the car right now, plus the little can of MOS2 anti-friction stuff. I'm gonna start it up, let it run for a minute or two, let the oil filter fill up, as well as the oil cooler, and then I'll add some more oil after that. Check quickly for oil leaks. All right, let's see where the oil pressure's at. I'll let the oil warm up a bit. Let it circulate for a sec. So, water temp looks good. RPMs are about 1500. Oil pressure is about 70 to 75. We have some volts. Oil temp is rising, half a tank of gas, and the wideband is doing its thing whenever it does it idle. Let's check the dipstick. I'll let the oil settle a little bit in the car. Pull this out for a sec. So I don't know if you could see it, but right now, before it all settles down, we're about half a quart shy. So I'll let it go, let it sit for a little longer, and then I'll check it again in a minute. What I don't want to do is get a false reading from oil leaving the oil cooler and going back in. I think there's a balancing act. Somebody could mention it in the comments if I'm incorrect, which is probably the case. But my thinking is check the oil after you turn it off in a few minutes before the oil from the cooler goes back into the engine. Let's see where we're at now. Yeah, it's gone up a little bit. So I'll wait another minute and see where we're at. You don't want to overfill it because then it's just too much oil. Someone once said it's bad. I'm not exactly sure why, but this is where I'm at. As you can see, Mark made it up here. We tidied everything up, finished the oil change, finished pretty much doing everything. And all we're really needing to do now is
Go through this short
a
list.
short list.
It's a lot of stuff.
Just a couple things.
It's not too bad. It's all doable. The car's pretty much ready to go. There's always things that need attention that don't get attention. But I think we're ready for the race. I think we're ready. We've got to do a little work on our trailer too, surprisingly, because our trailer, we're having a little issues with the axles. We got to check that out and see if it's...
Easy fix. Anyway, that wraps up another amazing episode here at Cooper Motor Works. Thanks for watching Wrenching to Race. We're the Brooklyn Bomb Squad, at least 2 out of the 5 of us. Keep watching. Like, subscribe, tell your friends and family. Don't keep it a secret.